Talk, 105.1 FM, 1080 AM, and the Odyssey app.
All right, 6:02 in the Rose City. Time for Dirt and Sprague on Portland Sports Leader, 105.1 The Fan and the Fan Sports Network. Welcome in. Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
What is happening?
How you doing?
It's a Tuesday/Thursday. You guys ready for a short work week?
Oh, it is a Tuesday. Yeah,
It's also our Thursday. It's almost Friday tomorrow. We going to play our Friday song tomorrow morning?
No,
you don't want to do that?
No. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
I think for a lot of people, it was already Friday. I don't think a lot of people are working this week. That's an empty parking lot when I'm showing up in the morning.
Yeah. We like to comment on weather and traffic a lot here on the show.
We're
getting old.
These
Yeah.
are the things we complain about.
I will tell you right now, I know this yesterday, and I noticed it even more today. I think 88% of America has taken the week off.
Yeah.
I was at a grocery store at 11 a.m. yesterday, and I don't know if I've seen it ever busier than that.
Oh, this is the busiest week.
Yeah.
This week's busier than Christmas week.
Without a doubt.
Because everybody's cooking this week.
General shopping is a little busier the week before Christmas, like department, all that kind of stuff is chaos when you go to the mall.
Everybody's out and doing stuff, but as far as the grocery store itself, I got to go today and get stuff for the things that I'm cooking at various
I was just grabbing
meals.
random groceries, not even Thanksgiving
You needed
shopping.
things for the week.
And it was just insane.
I need dinner for Tuesday night.
Yeah.
It's going to take me about an hour and a half to get the hell out of here, dude. It's the worst week in the world to go to the grocery store. Avoid it like the plague at all costs, if you can.
Yeah, I would say for the most
Because it's
part.
only going to, that's Monday and Tuesday, it's only going to get worse. Like if you thought it was bad yesterday, wait till this evening. When people who are still working get off of work and go, God, I can't even imagine
I'm not
what it's
touching
like.
it tomorrow.
No, stay away.
No.
I left later today than I have in a long time.
It's that week.
It was a late night, so I wanted to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, get a couple more Z's before you get up.
And I looked at my watch and I made a little breakfast for myself. I'm like, oh my God, I need to get on the road. And I got on the road, and I'll tell you, I got here in
flew in.
18 minutes, and I was driving largely the speed limit.
Yeah.
There was nobody on the road.
It's that kind of week, man. I left yesterday and looking around the parking lot. I think our compatriots here in the building are just taking the entire week off. No cars to be seen. None of them are.
Oh, yeah.
Not that it's full when we get in the morning, but there's a handful of them that are here around the same time as us. And so some of the premier parking spots are gone when we arrive occasionally. And those things are wide open right now.
Could you guys make a really strong argument? I don't even know if you need to make an argument. We could make a real good case, though, in America. I went through this with the sales staff the other day, last week, that, like, this week is a pointless week of work for people who do actually go to work.
Very true. Not a lot of productivity.
Can't imagine there's a lot of productivity.
Yeah, people aren't getting stuff done.
I'm not going to name names, but I had to do some production stuff yesterday after the show, like a lot of it. Yeah. And I was talking to a coworker that was helping me with it. And he told me that music labels, as he was told, basically shut down in mid-October. And I go, what do you mean? And he goes, well, there's no new music.
No.
Labels are not pushing albums anymore past mid-October. They're just taking the album you probably already own and they're repackaging and saying the Christmas Deluxe Edition.
Ooh, we got a new greatest hits album.
So like music directors and people in the FM music side of things, they literally have nothing new coming their way the last 2 months
unless
of
you're
the year.
promoting or actually doing live events.
Right, outside of like that.
Sure.
But yeah, like new music doesn't exist,
No.
he said.
No.
I was like, what?
Well, it makes sense. Why would you release an album this time of year when everybody's listening? Not everybody, but the majority of people are listening to one genre of music.
Yeah.
This is that time of year. Like that's all you're going to play for the majority of the time you're in the car.
I mean, I get it, but like to hear that it starts in mid-October and that basically the labels stop working for the last 2 months of the year is kind of nuts.
Just pack it in, go home. We'll see you in January.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's what happened.
Everybody will take down
now.
there. Yeah, that's a good industry to be in because it's like a teacher, except you get winter off.
I was going through this with the delightful Joe Fisher. I was talking to the sales staff last week about vacation, and I was like, oh, you guys get – because I'm trying to talk to them, right? I'm trying to like, bring up their spirits. They just seem so quiet and to themselves, and some of them look depressed.
They need a morale boost over there
Yeah,
from time to time.
you know,
Just a little pick-me-up, little smile on the face.
I'm an idiot, so I can provide something, right? So I go over there and I'm
Dance
talking.
clown.
Dance clown.
Right. And, they're giving me absolutely nothing in terms of conversation. And I'm talking to Joe Fisher, and I go, you guys got your vacation requests in. About half of them respond. The other half just continue to act like they don't hear me in a crowd of 7 people. And Fisher's talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty much out the last 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah, it's usually what we do.
We work most of the year. We don't take a whole lot of days off as a show, but the last end of the year, like we'll do the Ducks Monday show after their first playoff game, and then we'll see you January 5th. And Fisher goes, well, it must be nice. We don't get that here at the sales department. And I go, first of all, we get the same amount of days off as each other. We're in the same system. Second of all, are you working the 26th? Yeah. Why?
Yeah. You think clients are answering phones on the 26th? You think people are in the office answering emails?
Here's where it gets funny. So
nobody's working.
Fish is trying to dunk on me as if I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not in the sales department. And I'm like, nobody's going to work the 24th.
No.
Nobody's going to work the 23rd.
Nope.
Nobody's going to work the 26th.
Nope.
You might as well take the whole week off. And then I dare you to come back on the 2nd, and you tell me what kind of business you snag on the 2nd of January on a Friday.
That's right.
That's zero, my man. And he keeps countering. And eventually, I notice sales staff members, they start thinking about what I'm saying. They go,
pulling up their calendars. I got to start requesting some days off here.
I'll just give you one right here. My God, Brandon, I got to get my vacation in.
Brandon,
right
you
now.
are right. What am I working?
It was basically like people realizing, like, what business are we going to accomplish on the 26th of December?
You learn a lot of things the longer you're in radio, of tendencies and habits and when people are around and all that kind of stuff, right? Like one of the shows that we finally won on that we battled for years was the Labor Day show.
Yes.
Where there would be the opening weekend of college football, and so our old boss would want us to come in and do a show, and we would rail constantly about the audience just isn't there. People are on the road.
Not there.
Schools
There's
not
actually
out yet.
Games played on Labor Day.
Things that are happening. People are camping. You're hiking. You're going to the beach. You're like, why? And then we come in the next day and we do the same exact show, and it's just a pointless 2-day thing.
Yeah.
And we finally won that argument, and now we get Labor Day off. And we don't do shows on that day anymore. The other one for me has been the 5th of July. That is a permanent day off for me because, one, our time slot, we don't get to sleep because fireworks are late. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people build the holiday into 2 days. There's just not a lot of productivity that day. I will never forget, this was probably 3 or 4 years ago, you and I staggered our vacation time where I think I took like either the week of Christmas or the week before off, and then you took the week after Christmas off, and so we each had one solo week. And I'll never forget doing shows the week after Christmas, just like... Hello? Is anybody out there?
Yeah.
Is anybody working right now? Especially in the morning time. It's different, like maybe in the middle of the day, because people get up. If you're off work, you're running errands, or you're returning gifts. Maybe you're tuning in, and Christmas music has kind of died down because it's after the holiday. But for this slot, the week after Christmas, it was an absolute ghost town, man.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, the only thing that'll throw a wrinkle into that this year is how far the Ducks may be going in the college football.
They could still be playing. Got to get there first. They could still be playing.
That's the only wrinkle.
Well, I'm just going to say this because we've talked about it off the air, and I want to bring it to the light. If they go to the playoff and presume they don't go to the Big Ten title game, right? And that we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Ohio State has to lose to Michigan.
Right. They will host a first-round playoff game, more likely than not.
More likely than not.
And so if they get past Washington and host a playoff game, like we fully transparently put the last 2 weeks of December in, we will do a show on the 22nd. I will bump a vacation day to do the 22nd. And I cannot speak to what he's going to do. You will not catch me on January 2nd.
Come on, get your ass
for
in here.
any kind of show.
Get your ass in here.
Nope.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Because those takes will largely not be heard, and I will talk to you on the 5th. We will respond to what happens on the new year on the 5th.
Hey, it's already time for the semifinals. We missed the quarterfinals, man.
There doesn't need to be a preview for the next round. We will talk about what we see, because guess what? It'll be, you never know who's going to win this game.
You never know. Could go either way.
It's Alabama, Oregon. Anything goes. It's the playoff. It's football, man. Football's football, man.
What's the key to the game, man?
Yeah, it's stop the wide receiver. Pass rush. Previews are the dumbest thing in sports radio, and I hate when everybody tries to pretend to do them. We talk about the game.
We do.
We'll highlight, I find interesting this, but the whole prediction stuff, it's so stupid because you end up looking like an idiot half the time.
I know what's going to happen in every game. I'll plan it out for you.
And I remember that week you're talking about, we staggered because I had taken the previous year, that following week after Christmas, I had worked.
You knew.
And I learned the hard way.
You didn't warn me. Where was the heads up? Dirk, don't do it, man. Don't do it.
You were like, we got to stagger the boss really wants. And I'm like, who cares what the boss wants? Take it off, man.
I'm not going to be here that week.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping there'll be somebody filling in for you.
Yeah, we'll figure it
out. I don't care. Play a national show. Stop overthinking it.
Let's get some dogs barking jingle bells during our time slot. We did used to be the buzz, let's return to our
Play
buzz
some
days.
Christina Aguilera.
Some Christina Aguilera Christmas music for 4 hours. Maybe the moms will be pumped about that.
Yeah, maybe they will.
It'll be good numbers for the ladies.
Maybe they will. Bring them back in and then trick them again on the 5th of
and
January.
then we show back up. Format change. Snip, snap. Now we're back talking sports.
That would be funny. I bet the people in Vancouver or Battleground, wherever that angry message board conversation was.
I miss 105.1.
What happened to Kelly Clarkson? She died again?
No, she's alive. We're still here.
No, she's here.
Yeah.
She's part of us.
We'll just have to put it into the rejoiner music. We'll make you happy, Karen. Don't worry. We're here for you.
By the way, super underrated Kelly Clarkson Christmas singer.
I think Kelly Clarkson's a super underrated musical talent.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm talking specifically in the genre of stuff.
The genre of Christmas.
It's a lot of old time, and Mariah Carey's been feasting on her Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson has entered the conversation of, hey, Mariah, make a little room.
Ooh,
I'm Kelly Clarkson.
I'm going to go hip to hip.
Now, does
hip
Kelly
check you out of the room?
Clarkson have a signature holiday original the way that Mariah does?
Let me look it up, and maybe it's not, because you guys know how bad with music I am. Like, I listen to music, but I don't remember anything about music. She has one that's constantly on the rotation of my Apple Music because of my kids.
Okay.
And it sounds like an original. It's certainly not a song that I can recall hearing
it's not a cover of a traditional.
It's not Jingle Bells.
Right.
No,
we know the staples.
I mean, she sings those too.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to dive into that industry,
you can't. Yeah. You're not doing a whole album of original Christmas music.
Yeah, I got to look it up.
When was the last time an entire album of original Christmas music was made?
Bing Crosby, when he invented half the Christmas.
When he wrote all the songs in 1945. That's the last time we got it. That's
Nat
wild
King
to think
Cole,
about.
I don't know.
Because you're right that artists will come out with their own individual songs.
Yeah,
but
you'll do one.
Right, the Beach Boys or the Beatles or
Wham.
Is Underneath the Tree an original?
I don't know. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay. You said I don't, and then you said no in a way that you remember.
I had a Bill Shatner pause there. I apologize.
Yeah, that's the song I'm thinking of.
Underneath the Tree?
Underneath the Tree. It's a delightful little Christmas song. If that's no,
it's an original.
Okay,
there original Christmas song written by Kelly Clarkson, released in 2013.
There we go.
It's good. It's catchy.
Her first Christmas album was Wrapped in Red.
Yeah.
Hey,
no, she's good.
I'm pro Kelly Clarkson.
I have
Me too.
No problem with Kelly Clarkson.
You guys
singing.
consume her talk show?
Every once in a while, it's accidentally on my TV, and I'll watch 5 minutes of it.
There are no accidents, Andrew.
Like you turn it on, and that's the channel it's on. You're like, oh, that's right. Kelly Clarkson's got a talk show. This is interesting.
Far and away the best Idol winner. The very first one.
Carrie Underwood's had a pretty good career. Did Carrie?
That's right. She's doing a halftime show.
She was Idol.
Did she win?
Yes.
Underwood. Did Carrie Underwood won?
Clarkson.
Yes. Clarkson
sure
won.
She's
I know
the first
that.
winner.
I couldn't remember if Underwood won too. But I think those are probably the two best careers.
Those are the two best ones.
Yeah, but I was disappointed in Carrie.
Yeah, not pro Carrie.
Well, why are you doing that weird?
I thought they canceled the halftime show.
Did they cancel it?
I don't know.
I thought it was her and Lee. What's his nuts?
Lee
Greenwood.
No, I think Bad Bunny's still on. I think the NFL.
Well, I know Bad Bunny is still on.
We're
we
talking
know that.
about the alternate halftime show that snowflakes
There was
have
only
to watch.
one alternate halftime show ever that slayed, and it was in living color, and it was.
Hold on. Pause. First of all, your very first use of the word slay. Great job.
Yeah,
I mean, just phenomenal placement by you there.
Well
Good
done.
job.
Well done.
Second of all,
very hip of you.
I don't believe that was an alternate. I don't believe they had actually taken halftime seriously because prior to that, it was largely band music. So the In Living Color show is what inspired the halftime show. Because people actually went and watched In Living Color.
We're changing the channel, yeah.
And then the next year, the NFL said, no, you're
Wasn't
not.
it Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson was the very next year.
It's a pretty big one.
I
remember seeing a story, too, about his halftime show that he loved, because I think that game was at the Rose Bowl, if I'm not wrong. I think it was a Rose Bowl game.
I believe you're right.
And how there was the guy who produced the halftime show for television. That was a big deal to finally have something like that go down. And Michael Jackson loved to pause for anticipation, kind of build up the energy. And so they put him on stage, if you go back and watch it, he literally stood on stage in silence for like 15 to 20 seconds.
Which is an eternity.
On live TV,
on live,
and the crowd's freaking out, and the producer behind the scenes is like, what's he doing? What's he doing? Why isn't he singing? What's happening? Why isn't anything happening? And then he launches into his routine, and it became one of the most notable halftime shows of all time.
By the way, pretty remarkable career for our girl Carrie Underwood. She finished 4th in that contest.
Whoa, 4th.
4th in
not
05.
not even a finalist.
No.
Wow, down in the semis. And now she's waiting all day for Sunday night.
Now I'm curious who won that year and how much better her career is than that person.
Was that Clay Aiken? Was he in one of those winners?
Clay Aiken didn't win.
He didn't win either.
He lost to Ruben Studdard.
Ruben Studdard.
Wasn't Studdard the second one, though?
Second or third.
He had
was
a
early
smash hit, late high school, early college.
He did.
And we loved it, and then I didn't hear from him again.
Yeah, other than Clarkson, it's usually one of the finalists that gets there but doesn't win that actually has the bigger careers.
Like, did Lambert win? Because
no,
he went on to
didn't
do Queen.
win. Daughtry didn't win.
Okay.
What about Groban? Wasn't Groban on one of those? Isn't there a Groban something? Who's Groban?
I don't
you guys
think
watch
so.
Groban? Listen to Groban?
I've heard some Groban before.
You're a Groban fan?
I don't seek it out, but I've heard it before.
All right. I'm having issues with the YouTube.
Are you?
Josh Groban.
Josh Groban.
No, he was not a contestant on American Idol. Never mind.
Well, we had I don't know. The cameras now are for. I hate this thing.
It's going to be all right.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday.
It says I have to restart the whole damn computer.
Well, we got NFL factoids today. We will get to that. Our ticker's going to be some Lanning audio. It's rivalry week here on The Fan. I don't know if you've heard that before.
Rivalry week.
And he talked a little bit about Washington. He's also got USC fans. He got their panties in a twist.
They're very upset at Dan.
Good for
Dan
him.
Lanning right now.
As if, like, you're
How
surprised.
dare you do this?
Right.
Why
dare
did you give
you?
a motivational speech before the game?
How dare you point out the truth about us? We're living 20 years ago.
By the way, for those who did not watch, which I'm sure neither of you did, it came out last night. Solid Ducks versus them. There is a clip, I just will point you to it, about just over 3 minutes. And the guy on the field for USC, who I actually noticed because I sit in the press boxes right behind the opposing sideline, and I noticed a staffer on USC that was like talking a lot of going out on the field, doing all sorts of weird stuff. Before the game, he was out in the middle of the field, basically doing, all these fight on signs to the Oregon sideline, and the video catches him, and we have now discovered that is the associate athletic director for USC.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, rough weekend for that guy. And Ducks versus them cameras caught him pregame.
You can't
out on the field as Oregon was taking the field, doing like smashing the O on his knee and stuff. Like, dude, you're an associate athletic director, man.
God.
What are we doing here?
At least be a strength coach.
Yes.
Jeez.
It's one thing for somebody on the staff or,
I guess,
a
yeah.
hanger-on former player. That's one thing. An associate athletic director, that's an embarrassing look.
Well, we got a busy show today, and let's get it going next. The 49ers win, and a little bit of fallout from that, and then also a follow-up on something we didn't talk about. We'll get to that next. Dirt and Sprague, 105.1 The Fan.